Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you on the platform of Exampore. I am Sanjay Singh Tomar, your maths mentor, and I again welcome you guys in this very important session what we have planned for you based on guys tier 2. What are the changes in the tier 2? We are going to discuss it. As I promised you, that I'm going to create one more session where we would be having a detailed discussion over the new tier 2 pattern, new tier 2 changes, new tier 2 examination schedules, guys. So I am here with the session on the tier 2. I am here with the session on the tier 2. So please do the sharing and the liking part as well. And the most important thing is, once you join, please do let me know so that I can take up your doubts and concerns as well. So that I can take up your doubts and concerns as well. So that your all doubts would be cleared, guys. That is the only aim. That is the only aim of making these sessions back to back. Okay. So this is how the tier 2 will happen. Once you qualify the tier 1, guys, then you will have to sit for the paper 1, which is common to all. It is consisting of 3 sections. Listen me very, very carefully. Hello, Shrivani. Listen me very, very carefully, guys. I am going to take it. Good afternoon, Akif. The tier 2 paper 1. Paper 1 means the initially what is going to be math and English was the paper 1 is now going to happen in 3 sections. Section 1, section 2, section 3. Now, section 1 complete, section 2 complete, and the first module of section 3 is going to happen in a one sitting. Guys. Is going to happen in a one sitting. This is going to happen in one sitting. In the section 1, first 1 hour, you would be presented with 60 questions, out of which 30 are of math, 30 are of English, 30 are of reasoning. So 180 marks total. 180 marks total. In the first 1 hour, questions of reasoning and mathematics will come to you. 60 questions you have to do in the first hour. 60 questions you have to do in the first hour, guys. And both are calculative. So that is going to be a task. This is going to be a task. In the second hour, like after 1 hour, the second sections will come. The second section will come in which the questions of GA and English would be there. There would be total of 70 questions and again 60 minutes for this section as well. Here you can feel bit relaxing because questions of English and GA will not take that much of time. So I think this 60 minutes would be sufficient to answer these 70 questions. This 60 minutes would be sufficient to answer this 70 questions. However, there is going to be a close fight. There is going to be a close fight in the first 60 minutes. Agree? Because in the first 60 minutes, you have to do 60 questions of math and reasoning, 30 each. Then the paper is not over as of now. In the next 15 minutes, there is going to be a computer model module test. It's also consisting of objective type questions. 20 questions will come, 60 marks, 15 minutes. But there is a twist. Guys. Let me tell you what it is. So initially the paper 1 was, I would say the paper 1 was like 1 hour for maths plus reasoning, yes, and 1 hour for GK plus English, then 15 minutes for computer. So the complete, you have to give this paper in one sitting. So your paper would be of 2 hour 15 minutes. Cool. You have to give this paper, guys, in 2 hour 15 minutes. So your paper would be of 2 hour 15 minutes, in which math plus reasoning, in which math plus reasoning for the first hour, GK plus English for the next hour, and for the last 15 minutes, you have to attempt computer. And in the last 15 minutes, you have to attempt computer. But the twist is that these computer marks, let's suppose 30%, guys. You have to minimum score 30% over here. You have to minimum score 30% over here. You might remember that it is 20 into 3, 60 mark section. So you have to minimum score 80. ये भी बंद हो जाएगी कितनी देर की क्लास है 10 minutes. Okay. Is it audible now? Is it audible now? So basically, the importance of computer is there. Its marks is not going to be added in the final. Its marks is not going to be added in the final list, but you have to qualify it. It is qualifying in nature. It is qualifying in nature. It is qualifying in nature. But guys, you have to above the cutoff. You have to be above the cutoff. If you are below the cutoff, guys, then the problem. If you are above the cut, you have to be above the cutoff. If you are below the cutoff, guys, then there is a problem. Okay, then all your hard work of this is gone. So ultimately, the marks which is going to be added is 60 into 3, 180, and this is how much? 70 into 3 is 210. 390. So final merit list is going to be made up from here. But this has to be, guys. You have to be qualify this. You have to be above the cutoff of this section. And it would be definitely greater than 30%. It would be definitely greater than 30%. So 30% of 60 is, you have to be at least greater than 18 marks. Try to score minimum 20, 25, 20, 30 marks at least, okay? So this paper is 2 hours 15 minutes as of now. Now on the same day, you have to attempt one more paper. On the same day, you have to attempt one more paper in a different sitting. In a different sitting. This is in a one sitting. This is in a one sitting, guys. And again for the 15 minutes, you have to sit for a paper which is desk typing on the same day. On the same day, sir, paper first hai qualify. No, you have to score the marks as well as qualify the computer module as well. You have to score the marks as well as qualify the computer knowledge test as well. Computer, it's also an objective. It's also an objective paper, yeah? On the same day, guys, you have to sit for this desk typing test as well. You have to sit for this typing test as well on the same day. 15 minutes test. So 2 hours 15 minutes initially, then a test of 15 minutes later on. So total, guys, your mains is of 2.5 hours. Total mains is of 2.5 hours. Maybe after a gap of 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, whatever it can. there can be a gap between these two papers. There can be a gap between these two papers. In this 2.5 hour, guys, your process is completed now. Now there is no tier 3, no tier 4, nothing. Your process is completed just after this 2.5 hour. Are you listening me? Your for all other post in which there comes inspector excise, in which there comes inspector income tax or AA shows, like other than JSO and AAO, your paper is completed in this 2.5 hour. Your paper is completed in this 2.5 hour on the same day. You have to score the marks, you have to qualify this, and you have to qualify this at any cost. You have to qualify this at any cost. If there is problem anywhere, all this hard work is gone. Yeah, all this, their marks are not added. But if there is problem anywhere, all the previous hard work is gone. Any doubts now? Any doubts? You have to qualify this. This is going to be happening with the... Yeah, I will take up that. No. Computer sectional marks are qualifying in nature. It's an objective exam, but it's qualifying in nature. It's also qualifying. Leave these two papers. That is not that much important for us. Okay. Tier 2 will conduct of paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, as I told you. Paper 1 is compulsory for all post. Paper 1 is compulsory. Paper 2 is only for JSO and paper 3 is only for AAO. That is what we have discussed in the previous sessions as well. Let's take up other important points. The module section 1 is mathematics and reasoning. Section 1 is compulsory, like you have to score there. Like 60 questions, 180 marks. Paper 2 scoring 70 questions, 3 marks, 210. Now, section 3, computer knowledge test. It's an objective examination. And it's a typing test. They are qualifying in nature. Okay. Now, paper 1 would be conducted in 2 sessions, as I told you. In the session 1, this one, and in the session 2, test. In the session 2, only test. Yeah. Module 2 of section 3. The session 2 is only of 15 minutes and the session 1 is of 2 hour 15 minutes. Yeah. The session 2 is only of 15 minutes and the session 1 is 2 hour 15 minutes. Is this point absolutely clear? Guys? There are 2 sessions on the same day. One is of 2 hour 15 minutes and another is of 15 minutes only. A typing test. Is this point clear? Okay, cool. Let's move on. Qualify all the sections of paper 1. Now, all the sections of paper 1 means section 1, section 2, section 3. Section 1, section 2, section 3. You have to qualify section 1 as... Okay, now guys, have you seen that I have shown you the slide of 30% minimum? I have shown you the slide of 30% minimum. Let me go back to that point. Guys. If you remember that why this point was made. About 30%. Section 1, section 2, module 1 of section 3, at least unreserved candidates should be scoring 30% in each. Yeah, test for all. Like, if you can't score 30% in each of the section, then also the things is problematic. What is section 1? Maths plus reasoning. What is section 2? What is section 2? English plus GK. And what is module 1 of section 3? It's computer knowledge test. If you can't score 30% in any one of these, guys, then also the problem is there. So now you got the importance of this. Good evening, everyone. Maths plus reasoning, at least score. Yeah, for inspector as well, test is there. Here also 30%, and in the computer knowledge test, again 30% should be minimum there. 30% should be minimum there in the computer knowledge test. So that is the point, guys, which I want to take up very deeply. It is mandatory for the candidates to qualify all the sections of paper 1. Paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. No, they are, you have to score over there, Akif, yaar. Section 1 and section 2 are the main. You have to score over there. If they would be also qualifying, then where would the merit will form? Section 1 and section 2 are the merit. If they would also be qualifying, then where would the merit would be formed? That is the actual exam, na? Akif, that is the actual exam. Okay. All will consist of objective type questions. Okay, module 2 of section 3 is typing, is DEST. So that is obviously not objective types. There would be a negative marking of 1 mark. So 1 by 3 negative marking. 1 by 3 negative marking. 1 by 3 negative marking. 1 by 3 negative marking, guys, in the mains. In the mains, 1 by 3 negative marking. In the mains, there is 1 by 3 negative marking. So tukkafication will not work. Tukkafication will not work. There is 1 by 3 negative marking. Okay. Let's move on further. This is the syllabus. Coincidentally, there is a superimposition. The syllabus of tier 2 is number system. Okay, all the arithmetic is taken inside of one slide only. All the arithmetic is taken inside only one. Then algebra, geometry, mensuration, trigonometry, statistics and probability, guys. Statistics and probability. So their weightage is going to increase. Statistics and probability. So number system is going to come, geometry is going to come, syllabus is same as it was previously. Mensuration also syllabus is same as it was previously. Trigonometry syllabus is same, only the addition of statistics and probability. Mean, median, mode and probability. Only the introduction of mean, median, mode and probability. Okay. Number system was initially there and this was initially there as well. Any doubts till now? This is the reasoning syllabus. I think you can read it by your own. This is the reasoning syllabus. You can read it by your own. This is the English syllabus, guys. Antonyms, synonyms, detection error, indirect, direct speech looking like same. Shuffling, comprehension, passages, closed at, fill in the blank, synonyms, antonyms looking like same. General awareness, again, it is going to be a current plus static portion. It is going to be a current plus static portion, and static is going to be dominated, and static is going to be dominated from the current affairs. Yeah, Bharat, now that's a difficult question. Looking like less, maybe. Looking like 10 out of 30 or maybe 12 out of 30. Looking like 12 out of 30 or 10 out of 30. Yeah. Now this computer knowledge test, CKT, computer knowledge test, is also have some syllabus. So you need to, because that is also qualifying in nature. Now you have to qualify it at any cost. You have to qualify it at any cost. So you have to buy a book of computer basics as well, from where you will read what is computer, what is CPU, what is input output devices. You will have to read the MS Word operating systems as well. You will have to read this as well, this portion as well. Working with internet, there is a proper theory books, guys, which comes of computer. You need to buy that. Okay. Then basics of networking, cyber security, like Trojans, virus, worms, preventive measures. There is a proper theory book comes, guys. You need to buy it and you need to read the syllabus from there. And you need to read the syllabus from there, because here also you need to score some qualifying marks at any cost. At any cost, guys. Its marks are not going to be added, but you have to qualify it at any cost. You have to be above 30% or maybe above it as well if the cutoff get high. If the cutoff get high. Based on the marks of tier 1, obviously you will be called for tier 2 for sure. The tier 2 examination, the tier 2 examination would be conducted for all the qualified candidates. In the paper 1 of tier 2, it is mandatory to qualify all the sections. There were 3 sections, section 1, section 2, section 3. All the 3 sections should be qualified, and merit would be made from section 1 and 2. And merit would be made from section 1 and 2. No tier 1 and no, only it is qualifying in nature, nothing else. Based on the aggregate performance in section 1 and section 2 of paper 1 of tier 2, the candidates would be shortlisted for the evaluation of section 3 of paper 1. Would be shortlisted for the evaluation of section 3 of paper 1. Okay, if you are not able to clear the cutoff, if you are not able to clear the cutoff from the section 1 and section 2, if you are not able to clear the cutoff from the section 1 and section 2, then your section 3 might not be even evaluated. And section 3 is also compulsory to get qualified. Okay. Based on the aggregate performance in the section 1 and section 2 of paper 1 of tier 2, candidates should be shortlisted for the evaluation of section 3 of paper 1. Is it clear? What did I said, Neeraj? What did I said? What is section 1, section 2? Section 1 is math plus reasoning. Section 2 is English plus GK. There would be some cutoff for it. If you clear that cutoff, guys, then your section 3 is going to be evaluated. What is inside the section 3? Inside the section 3, there is computer knowledge test, and one is what do you say? Test, typing. You need to individually qualify them. You need to be individually qualify them. You need to be individually qualify them. If you can't qualify them, guys, then the process is over for you. If you can't qualify them, guys, individually, then the process is over for you. If you qualify here as well, you will be called for DB. Is it properly clear now? Separate cutoff. There would be a combined cutoff. Neeraj, is it clear? And this is happening in the background. Neeraj, is it clear now? Like I will give you a condition. A real life condition. I will give you a real life condition, guys. Like the real life condition is like this. Okay. Section 1 is maths plus reasoning. Section 2 is English plus GK. And section 3 is computer knowledge test plus test typing. This is of 390 marks. This is of 390 marks, guys. This is of 390 marks. Only if you are above, or if you like, there would be some cutoff for it, because we can calculate the cutoff now from the number of candidates appeared and whatever. Only if the people, only those people, let's suppose the cutoff is 280. So only those people who have scored 280, only the people those who have scored 280, only there these would be tested. Only those people, these would be checked. Now, what will happen? Some people would be rejected at this step as well. Some people would be rejected at this step as well. For some, maybe CKT would not be clear, computer knowledge test, and for some might be testing would not be clear. So additional filter. So this is also one of the filter. This is also one of the filter. This is also one of the filter. So you have to get through this filter as well. Once you will get through this filter, guys, you are directly at the document verification. Clear now? Clear now? You are directly at the document verification. Okay. So guys, now my questions to you are on the mains day, how many papers you have to attempt? How many papers you have to attempt? Other than JSO and AAO. Other than JSO and AAO. 2 papers. 2 papers. Yeah, there would be 2 sittings. First sitting is of how much time? First sitting is of how much time? First sitting is of how much time? 2 hours 15 minutes. Second sitting is of 15 minutes. Question answer session. First sitting is of 2 hours 15 minutes and second sitting is of 15 minutes. What will come in this 2 hours 15 minutes? What will come in this 2 hours 15 minutes? For the first 1 hour, you would be attempting maths plus reasoning. For the next 1 hour, you would be attempting English plus GK. And for the next 15 minutes, you would be attempting the computer knowledge test. This is done in one step. This is done in one step. In the next 15 minutes, next means maybe after a gap. There is going to be test. Test means typing. Maybe on the same day. So, after this, guys, you have to attempt one more test of typing on the same day. So, your mains is completed in a single day. Your mains is completed in a single day. No descriptive. No tier 3. Tier 3 was descriptive only, na? So, no descriptive tier 3. No descriptive tier 3. It is completed on the same day. Now, what is the catch here? The catch here is maths plus reasoning 180 marks, English plus GK 210 marks. So they are 390 marks and this is 60 marks. But this is only qualifying. And typing, we also know, typing has no marks, it is also only qualifying. I hope, guys, that after this session, no student would be having any kind of doubts whatsoever. If I cannot clear it, then it would be very difficult to guys get cleared. If I cannot clear the doubts, then it would be very difficult to clear the doubts. So merit list would be prepared. Merit list would be prepared from these 390 marks. Yeah. Merit list would be prepared from these 390 marks. Neeraj, yaar, nothing is remaining now. Neeraj, believe me, nothing is outside it. However, since you are saying it, I'm taking it. Since you are saying it, I'm taking it. Otherwise, अब तो कुछ बचा ही नहीं है. Yeah, this means it can be minimum. It is minimum 30%. Chantru, it is minimum 30%, can be higher than it. And Neeraj, your and Chantru question are interrelated. Your and Neeraj Chantru question and Neeraj question are interrelated. Like, it should be minimum 30%. It should be minimum 30%. Yeah. In the module 1 means this. It should be minimum 30%. So minimum 18. But cutoff can be higher than it as well. Depending upon the the number of candidates available. It should be minimum 18. It can be higher than 18 as well. So you have to take it as very seriously. It can be 20, it can be 22, it can be 23, it can be 24. Okay? Neeraj and Chantru, clear? Your doubts clear? Come on, tell me. It is minimum 18. And from where 18 I got it? This is question. This paper is of 60 marks, so 30% of 60 is 18. If you scored less than 18, you are already out. But after 18, it can be 21, 22 as well, depending upon number of candidates availability and what are the commission thinks about it. So you have to take it very seriously. You have to take the syllabus of it very seriously. You have to take the syllabus of it very seriously. Yeah. You should not be thinking, okay, its marks are not added, so I would be taking it lightly. You cannot take it lightly, guys. You cannot take it lightly. As well as this as well. Yeah. Because it is going to be for all. Any further doubts now? Marks, computer marks are important, but they are not going to be added in the final merit. Computer marks are important. You have to be above the cutoff of computer, but it is not going to be added. Looking Chantru, looking like same. Ankit sir will tell you in deep as well. Ankit sir will tell you in deep as well. So guys, can I take a bye from you now? I hope all of your doubts have been resolved by me. All of your doubts have been resolved. All of your doubts would be resolved by me. What do you say? What do you say? Okay, so take care of yourself, guys. Have a great time. See you in the next session in the classes. We are going to begin the classes over the platform very soon, maybe from tomorrow onwards. Thank you for the great explanation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Okay, so we are going to begin the classes very soon, guys. We are going to begin the classes very soon. And you know, guys, we 3 to 4, whatever we are, we believe in quality content. We believe in quality teaching, and we believe in proper teaching, because now examination level is going to be expected bit high. So you have to be, guys, at a proper you have to be taking the guidance from the quality mentors only. So please take care, guys, that you should be taking the mentorship from the quality mentors only, those who believe in quality teaching. Okay, those who believe in the quality teaching, because level might be getting high as well in the GS as well. Okay, so take care of yourself. Have a great time. See you.